ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Middle Tennessee State's offense will have the ball first. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Booker. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's take a look here at Middle Tennessee. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Booker. Trying to barrel in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kennsaw State's offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressures. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, Dave.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Snagged out of the air. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He might want another play. To throw, it's Booker. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can...
Touchdown, Blue Raiders! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennsaw State offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Kennsaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
This time it's complete. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. We reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Fields. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Booker. Firing to the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, MTSU! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here's the pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Kennsaw State right back to work.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
They're dealing with a second and long. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Marks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. They try to pop a run on the draw. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on fourth.
Fourth down coming up.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They'll move the tight end. Has to get there to move the stick. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Looking for a man. It's Witherspoon. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those third and longs.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were
Gashing the knee on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
On his feet at the 40. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennsaw State offense go back to work. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Got a man. It's Marks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Witherspoon. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This Kennsaw State offense is on the move. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup. And fall on that play.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Rides to back and leaves it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Booker. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one match,
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Pressure coming. Looking to scramble. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Kennsaw State right back to work. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kennsaw State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Back to throw. It's Booker. Going for it all. He's got it inside the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. One snap coming before they head to the locker room.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennsaw. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennsaw State offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Kennsaw State will have to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennsaw State offense go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The give on the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that on the board.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The play-action fake. Under fire. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Back to pass, it's Witherspoon. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. To the end zone and it's picked off.
Man, you throw at him at your own risk. Like, you want to direct the football in the air towards him. He makes plays consistently. That's number 9 on the season. 9 INTs. This dude's making plays.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. The give from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Gain of 9.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down. Got a first at the 32. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and still on his feet. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And first down for the offense.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with his back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The give to the back. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennsaw State offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the fourth quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Irvin. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. The run from the shotgun. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the first down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They love to make this short field pay off with it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
49, Kennsaw State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennsaw State offense go back to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Witherspoon. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Kennsaw State will have to punt this one away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's when the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Might as well stick with him. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
At the 33. That's a first down for the offense.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.